Hello everyone, I'm Dayan, and in this video I'll be discussing the four waves of feminism and their impact on gender representation in media. Feminism has gone through significant transformation over time, and each wave has shaped how we perceive gender roles in pop culture. Alright, we'll take a closer look at each wave, analyze a piece of media that reflects it, and explore how the feminist movements have influenced the way gender is portrayed on screen. Let's get started. And before diving into the waves of feminism, let's start by answering the fundamental question: what is feminism? Feminism is a social, political, cultural movement that seeks equality for all genders, primarily focusing on advocating for women's rights and addressing gender based injustices. So, at its core, feminism believes in equal rights and opportunities for all the genders, challenging the systems that perpetuates gender inequality. It's important to note that feminism isn't just about women, it's about breaking down the barriers that restrict anyone based on their gender. Over time, feminism has evolved, addressing different issues at different points in history. And as we explore the four waves of feminism, we'll see how this movement has shaped the way gender is represented in media and influenced our perceptions of gender roles in society. Our first wave, women's suffrage. The first wave of feminism took place in the late 19th to early 20th centuries, focusing primarily on women's suffrage, education, and property rights. This movement fought for women's basic legal rights, particularly the right to vote. An example of media that reflects on the first wave is the film Mary Poppins 1964 film. In the song Sister Suffragette, Mrs. Banks sings about fighting the right to vote, representing early feminists who championed women's suffrage. Mrs. Banks embodies the fight for voting rights, but it's presented in a light-hearted, almost comedic way. This downplays the serious struggles early feminists faced, reflecting how the movement was often dismissed in mainstream media at the time. While the film acknowledges the suffrage movement, it also minimizes the real challenges women faced, which was common in the portrayal of early feminism. The second wave emerged in the 1960s and continued into the 1980s, addressing issues like workplace rights, reproductive freedom, and breaking traditional gender roles. An iconic example from the second wave is the film 9 to 5, released in 1980, which features Dolly Parton, Jane Fonda, and Lily Tomlin. The women in the movie challenged their sexist boss and worked to create a more equitable workplace. The film analyzes the struggle women face in the workplace, including sexual harassment and wage inequality. While it shows women fighting against oppression, the film's comedic tone softens the message. The portrayal represents second wave feminist ideal, but with a more lighthearted approach. The film emphasizes workplace equality, but through humor, which somewhat downplays the seriousness of the issue. The third wave of feminism emerged in the 1990s, focusing on diversity, intersectionality, and LGBTQ rights. This wave sought to broaden the definition of feminism to include all voices, especially those of women from marginalized communities. An excellent representation of third wave feminism is the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy challenges traditional female roles by being a strong, independent hero who also deals with issues like friendship, sexuality, and identity. Buffy is not only a feminist icon, but the show also explores LGBTQ representation through Willow's character. The series presents a more broader understanding of gender and identity than previous waves. Third wave feminism is all about inclusivity, and it questions not only sexism but also other intersecting issues like the race, the class, and sexual identity. Buffy embodies these ideals by offering a diverse perspective on feminism. The fourth wave of feminism, starting in the 2010s, is characterized by digital activism and the hashtag #MeToo movement, focusing on issues such as sexual harassment, body positivity, and gender inclusivity. A more recent example of fourth wave feminism is the 2023 film Barbie. The movie actively critiques patriarchy and explores themes of feminism, self-identity, and gender roles. The film highlights how women's struggles persist despite progress and encourages a dialogue about societal expectation of women. Barbie uses its platform to directly address feminist issues in a mainstream way. The fourth wave uses social media and film to make feminist discussions accessible to everyone. Barbie demonstrates how media can now reflect and promote social change. To sum up, each wave of feminism has influenced how gender is presented in media, from the early suffrage movements to the modern Me Too movement. Media plays a powerful role in shaping societal perceptions of gender, and feminist movements continue to evolve, challenging outdated norms and promoting gender equality. What kind of representation do you want to see in the future? Thank you for watching. These are the references that we used for this presentation. For additional AI tools to use, we use ChatGPT, Copilot, PowerPoint presentation, and Copilot AI presentation.